Hello, my loves. It's you here from Golden Thread Tarot, and I'm here to bring you another channeled message. I hope this message finds you blessed and full of abundance as always. I'm feeling like, because I'm having to start this message over again for some reason, my recording device had some kind of malfunction and like cut off the reading. I paused a reading to do something and it just cut the reading off. So I'm really feeling like that's really tying into what I'm, like reintroducing you to the reading, trying to re-record it. I feel like someone here is having to start over, okay? And they're feeling very jealous. They're feeling very concerned. They have very much so concerned themselves with you, with comparing themselves to you. They're comparing themselves to you in some kind of financial way with this great fortune here. Someone here is really concerned with your finances, okay? The concerned card is here. They're in despair. You and this person could share an occupation. You might work together. You might do the same thing. You might aspire to be in the same industry. This person could already have a foot in the industry, and it could be an industry that you are, I'm hearing, quickly ascending into. Okay. This person is having an issue with comparison. Okay. And comparison is the death of happiness. So this person is feeling very much despaired. They're very much so comparing their financial situation to your financial situation. It could be that you and this person could have inherited something at the same time. You could have started some kind of social media presence. You could have started a job at the same time or something like that. Or you could have come into some type of money at the same time. And this person really blew through their money. They didn't really invest in long-term. They didn't see the blessing and really invest it and flip it into something that could last long term. I just keep going, getting this person just fed into something that really quickly blew through their money or blew through their investment or blew through whatever this blessing that they were given. Okay, this amount of money, this inheritance or whatever it was, and you did it. I'm getting that you did it, or this person could also feel like, okay, so I am getting something here that this person felt like they could have received something. They could have either felt like they were able to take something from you, to take a spot from you, to take some kind of money from you, or to get over on you in some type of way, right? This person in the past felt like, I'm doing a better job. I was chosen over you, or I was able to take away your spot, to take away something. But now this person is seeing, so they were using that as kind of like a one-up, like I one-upped you, like I got you, like I got into this industry, or I got this relationship, or I got this position and you didn't, haha. Very petty, very kind of like, that's right, you're not worthy, yah. They were very much so using the comparison of them winning, to boost themselves up over you. Okay. And in the meantime, something has happened now, and this person has felt like they've either lost their position, they've lost the money that they received in this situation. They are feeling very lost again with this whole starting over. Like this person feels like they're at step one, the base. They feel like they climbed up to the top of the mountain and then suddenly they were kicked off the top of it. They got to the top of the mountain, they turn around and they it's very childish. It's a very petty, childish energy that I'm getting from this person. It's this very nana boo boo, in your face. It's your problem. It's your issue. I won. Ha. But something has come about to where now this person very much so feels like what the heck? Like, I wish I didn't have this, or I wish I didn't get this, or I wish I didn't make the decisions that I made, because they're looking at you now and they're just like, wow. This person was actually being saved, or this person was being blessed by not, this person feels like that now you are in a much better position than they are. because one, they're constantly comparing themselves to you, and they're just like, so they won something or they received something over you, or accomplished something before you did, and now this person feels like maybe they feel like they were not educated enough to handle the position. Maybe they felt like, like, oh, I wish I would have invested. Say that someone passed away and both you and this person received an inheritance at the same time. This person feels like they feel like they've squandered their money, is the word that I just heard. They felt like they blew through it, like they might have used it to, do their hair or do their nails or get their teeth done, or, which doesn't seem, like if their teeth were, if they're really having issues, that doesn't seem like, but they could have used it on unnecessary, quote unquote, but whatever. Compared to paying your bills, long-term investment, putting that money into a business or putting that money in some type of way that's actually going to give back to you. This person felt like, they invested in a lot of things that immediately depreciated in value. Like maybe they went out and bought a new fancy car and a new fancy home and like all of this other stuff, and really didn't, a bunch of stuff, maybe a bunch of travel or a bunch of like eating out all the time or something like that. And this person blew through whatever it was really quickly. They had a good time, but now they're kind of sitting back being like, oh, but I bought this house and it costs a lot of money to maintain this. It costs a lot of money to keep this business going, or it's a lot of responsibility having this position that I wanted so much over you. Like there's a lot of responsibility on my back, or there's a lot of and it's like, I didn't want all of this. Like I just wanted to win. Sorry, my dog is like snoring. Sweetie, it's okay. It's okay. She was asleep. She was snoring so loud. But anyway, yeah, maybe this person felt like, like, I don't know if they felt like you were hibernating or they felt like they were like sleeping on you. They were sleeping on the decisions that you were making. They were, oh, this person is so stupid. They're doing this. They're doing that. That's so dumb. I love, I'm doing all this and look at me. Look at me. Like there's something here about getting like immediate results or something like that. It's like, oh, meanwhile, you might have been, again, right? It's like, okay, so I'm going to invest in myself. I'm going to invest in something that might take a little bit longer. I'm not going to have immediate results from this, but it's something that's going to add to longevity, right? Like it's going to keep giving back. Like I'm going to invest in something that's going to keep, giving me income back, or I'm going to keep, it might, maybe you bought some rental properties or something like that, and now you're doing much better financially than this person is. Like, but you kept your modest car, you kept your modest home, you kept your modest wardrobe, you kept up with your, regularly paying your bills and, not going out, and spending all your money on a bunch of flashy stuff or a bunch of like instant gratification things. Like there's something here about how this person is looking back and thinking like, I thought I won, but I didn't. I actually lost. Like actually this person, it turns out that this person looks really smart for making the decisions that they made. This person was absolutely projecting that it was like, oh, that's so stupid. Why would they ever do that? You could never catch me doing that. I would never be buying something so stupid or useless or this or that, or I would never, doesn't make any sense. Like, why don't you go out and spend all your money? Why don't you go do this? Why don't you go do that? Why aren't you traveling around like I am? Like, why aren't you doing this stuff like I am? Like, I'm doing so much better than you. Like, I got my man, or I got this, or I just heard somebody say, I got your man. Okay. If you can take him, he's not mine. Right? Okay. So it's this kind of, but whatever it is, this person is realizing that they wish they had never taken it, or they wish that they were actually in the position that you are now. It's like, oh, wow. Like, I wish I knew. It's kind of like this person is looking back being like, I wish I knew then what I know now. Because I never would have family room. Yeah, and this person's keeping all of this to their chest. Like, they're keeping all of this very close to their chest. This, again, this could have to do with your family. Let it resonate as it does for you. but there's some kind of, this person is keeping a lot of secrets. This person is wearing a false mask of feeling very accomplished, or feeling very much so like I won. They're very much so still trying to maintain this kind of air of I won, like I'm doing so much better than you, like I feel like, and that's how this person feels better about themselves, that they compare themselves to other people. But right now this person is very much so comparing themselves to you. And what the secret is that they don't want anybody to know is that they feel like you won, actually. The truth is that you won. You won by holding back. You won by not acting so quickly. You won by not allowing this person to have some kind of emotional hold over you. Yeah, and it's thoughts. Like, this person is like consumed. Main female, you're like the main character in this person's life, which is weird. It's weird that they're not the main character in their life. Mature man. I almost said main man. Concerned. This person is angry. I was picking that up earlier in the first time I recorded this, and I forgot to talk about that, about how this person could be projecting a lot of energy out onto you because they're angry. They're angry about the way things shook out. They're angry about the results. Because like I said, they were riding high, right? They were riding high on this thought that they won. They were better than you. They were getting over on you. They were, maybe they were getting the praise while people were overlooking you. Maybe they were, their content was getting recognized while you were going quietly, or they felt like, right? They felt like you were going quietly into that dark night, right? Like they felt like you were just like good, and maybe you did. Maybe you did go into a dark night, right? And a lot of times, most of the time when we go into a dark night, there's a lot of internal work happening, right? And that internal work might not be showing immediately on the outside. But what it means is that there's a lot of you walking your internal path, figuring yourself out, doing things maybe the slower but smarter way. It's kind of the energy that I'm getting from that, right? And this person felt like they just jumped gung-ho into doing something or accomplishing something or being in the light or being recognized for something. And they were like, ha, I won. You're such a loser. Nobody's looking at you. Nobody's worried about you. Nobody's checking for you. No, like, look at me. I'm out here spending that money. I'm being seen. I'm being the center of attention. I'm being the life of the party. I'm spending money on my friends and family and people around me. And they're all gathering around me, and you're just locked away in hermit mode doing whatever loser stuff that you're doing. I won. I won. I won. And it's this person is constantly looking at you being like, ugh. And they're using you, and I'm better than you. I'm doing better than you. I'm feeling better than you. I have more people around me. Oh, look at my partner. I have a partner. Maybe you don't. Something like that, where this person is very surface level comparing their life to you. And they're using that to boost their confidence, to boost, this is a very deeply insecure person who has to define themselves. Again, like I said, right? You're the main character in their life, which is crazy because they are defining themselves and their self-worth from comparing themselves to you, right? Which means that you are the main character in their life, right? Not them, not their accomplishments. Because I'm hearing I almost said their false accomplishments. So maybe that's how this person feels now, because it's almost like a scenario here of, I'm seeing two people starting off at a starting line, at the same line. And you both started off and you're doing well. And then maybe this person took off. Maybe this person got money. Maybe this person got recognition. Maybe this person got chosen in some type of way. And they felt like this huge spotlight was put on them. And they're like, hell yes. I'm leaving this person behind in the dark. I'm the star of this show, right? However, this person was not doing any kind of internal work. Like they felt that instant gratification of being recognized, being chosen, being shown, having that kind of glitz and glam kind of fast life living. like instant gratification kind of feeling. Meanwhile, you might not be in the spotlight, or you might not be being recognized, or you might not be showing your accomplishments as much, but you have a lot going on internally, right? Like you're ducked off, you're handling things, you are working on yourself, maybe you're going to therapy, you're figuring your stuff out, right? And now this person is realizing that the light shines bright, right? And it not only shines brightly on the positive aspects of yourself, but it shines brightly on the negative aspects of yourself too. And now this person feels like, I'm falling publicly, right? This person is like, I'm going through something really hard, and I'm having to do it in the limelight, or I'm having to do it with the spotlight on me. I'm having to do it being the head of a company, or I'm having to do it with all of these other responsibilities. And I wish that I was in your position, where you don't have the spotlight on you, where there's not all these added pressures on you, where there's not all these other responsibilities on you, and you're just being able to handle your business quietly, discreetly. There's something here about that, right? This person with this family room, this person is having, with this false person, they are having to be this false person. They are having to wear this mask, and it's hiding despair, right? Their true despair underneath the surface. They're going through a lot of tower moments right now, and they're having to do it with the added pressure of being the boss, or being in the limelight, or something like that. And they're just like, I wish I was quietly going through whatever I'm going through. I wish I had the capability to like duck off, or to spend several days just doing whatever I need to do. And this person feels like they can't do that, and you can, right? And so again, here we are again with some kind of situation here where somebody was comparing themselves to you, and they were feeling like, oh, I'm doing so much better than you. Look at me and look at you, right? And the more they said that, the more they did that, and the more they realized the position that they were in was shit. Like, it was not good for them. It was not healthy for them. Maybe they felt like they got money too quickly, or they felt like, they rose up too quickly. And it's just like, if you're not ready for that, if you haven't done the self-work on yourself, if you haven't educated yourself, like, you can wish and wish and wish to, let's say, example, win the lottery. But if you don't know how to smartly invest in that, you will go bankrupt. Like, a lot of people that win the lottery, right, stuff doesn't go well for them. Stuff doesn't go right for them. Like, they have people in their family wild out and sue them for the money. They have people marry them and then divorce them. They have a lot of pick-me's surrounding themselves around. It's just like, let me be in your life. There's a lot of yes men that will surround them very suddenly. If, say, this person like went viral or something like that overnight, they didn't do the self-work on on themselves enough to be like, okay, I don't need to invest in all this instant gratification. I don't need to invest, I'm not developing my powers or my sense of discernment. I'm just saying yes to every offer that I get, Now I'm like involved in all these contracts. Now I'm involved in this. I just heard a 360 contract. So maybe it's kind of just like, I did not spend the time to educate myself, to develop my sense of discernment. I did not spend the time to just know what I was doing. Like, I was just saying yes, 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 yes to everything. Spin, 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 spin. Money, 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 going out, going out, going out. And everybody was just like, heck yeah, woo, woo, it's party time. Like, I see this person standing up there and just like, shh, and like throwing coins. And everybody's just like, yeah, 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 rain, make it rain on us. Yeah, woo, And then I see this person like reaching and reaching and reaching. And then one time they reach down and it's empty. And they're like, oh shit. And now everybody's like, the crowd just like slowly starts like calming down and settling down. And then like being quiet and being like, hello, you're not throwing money at us, or attention, or whatever it is that this currency is that this person is spending has just been blowing through, right? And there's some people turning away. There's some people getting mad. There's some people being like, this is false. This is fake. This is BS. Like, and so she's like, no, it's not. I just, wait, don't leave. No, it's not. I have some more. I promise I do. And you know, they just keep reaching and reaching, and the bag is empty. It's empty. It's empty. It's empty. You know, and now they feel embarrassed, or now they feel just like they have people calling them out being like, you're not as healed, or you're not the person that we thought you were, because this person was just showing them their mask. This person was getting praised for their mask and not their authentic true self. This person was unmasked in some type of way. Look, imprisonment. Now this person, you know, for some of them, people might be kind of like, wait, hey, how did you get all that money? How did you get that in the first place? Where did all that money come from? Maybe they're in the middle of throwing out all this money in the you know, and the FBI, not, hello, we're special investigators. We're here to, you know, to investigate where you got all this money. Is this fraudulent? You know, it's something like that, you know, like this person, like, again, like I said, the spotlight is bright, right? The light is bright, and it shines bright on all aspects of yourself, right? Not just the one that you want people to see, but the things that you're hiding underneath the surface as well. And so this person was really enjoying being in the light, being bright, shining bright, being like the shining bright example. But then when this person's shadows that they were not working on, right? Because they were too busy getting that instant gratification, being pat on the back for basically not doing anything. Now this person is just like, oh, but wait, you know, now this person is feeling like they have egg on their face. And I literally see this person standing up there as they're watching people leave them, or they're listening to people be like, you know, maybe, you know, again, look, this person is sitting there feeling judged by the universe, feeling judged by their community. And they're sitting here comparing themselves between the two of you. And this person is being judged as false. You know, whatever this person has been saying or been doing, they're not following through. They're not being able, because they didn't do the work. They didn't do the work on themselves to actually, to have the shit that they were talking about actually work, or actually, it's like people are being like, hey, this product doesn't actually even work. Like, you're up here scamming all of these people or something like that. Like, I don't know. Okay. But people are seeing, this person could be locking themselves away in their home. This person could be under house arrest. I don't know where I got that from, but they could be. Look, I said that so loud. Look, thief. This person is being seen as the thief that they really are. Poverty. This person isn't actually like, hey, you're not actually who you say you are. Like, hey, you actually don't have all this money or this investment or this knowledge that you claim that you do. Hey, that's what I'm hearing. One of my friends, her son, he's so cute. That's like his big thing now. He'll be like, hey, like somebody, like one of the other kids will take something from him. He'll be like, hey. I don't know. It's so cute. Come on. This person received some kind of gift. Spirit said, okay, you want the spotlight? Okay, you want the limelight? Okay, you want this position? You want it so bad, you're fighting for it. You're literally like throwing this person on this other person, you, under the bus to get it. Okay. Let's find out how you actually handle being in that position. Can you actually follow through with what you're... Meanwhile, you in the background have been glowing up into the mature woman. You have been glowing up and turning into the Empress. You have been doing the work, have been doing the positive self-work on yourself. You've been getting, you know, this person was sitting there calling you a loser because they're, getting all the praise and everything that both of you wanted, or getting the positions that both of you wanted. Meanwhile, they are not getting the accreditations. They're not taking the classes. They're not doing the work on themselves. They're not doing the emotional work, or they're not reading and doing the research to be, to be fiscally responsible. They're just blowing through this energy. Okay. And now, okay, the illusions, the fantasies that this person has created, they're bursting. Seven of Cups in reverse. Whatever kind of fantasies, whatever kind of illusions that this person was throwing up, people are seeing through them. Again, like I said, the light, it shines bright, and it shines bright on everything. It shines bright on your shadows and your falsities, and if that light full in reverse with the Star card, oh my goodness, this person is being put in a position right now to heal this energy of full in the reverse is the energy of actually being the fool, of actually being ignorant about something, or actually being uneducated about something and taking the leap of faith anyway, not having, not in a positive way where it's like, okay, I'm going to do it, but then I'm just going to take that positive leap of faith forward in faith, right? I don't know why I said it like that, sorry. But anyway, full in reverse. And it's shining again. There's the star, right? Shining this big bright light. There's the sun in the background. Shining this big bright light on this person and their lack of whatever it was they were talking about. Look. The Page of Swords, or the Princess of Swords in this deck is like information. Is you learning and gathering the information that you need to know. It's becoming very apparent that this person is not qualified or is not capable of filling the position that they just wanted to win. But they can't actually handle doing what the job description inquired of them. They're trying to fill a position that is not for them. It's a position for an empress. And guess who just blew up and has become the empress? Were you keeping my chair warm? Up, up, up. Right? Okay. I just thought of that scene from The Emperor's New Groove where Cusco is like, you were doing it again, Yzma. And she's like, doing what? It's like, running the country behind my back. And she's like, oh, no. I was just dealing with meaningless peasant matters that were just so beyond. You're like, okay, up. Okay, who's in my chair? Who's in my chair? And then Kronk's like, oh, I know, Yzma. Yzma's in your chair. But he's like, very good, Kronk. Very good. He gives, like, throws the treat at him. Oh my God, I love that movie. But, yeah, that's what I kind of just got. That's why I said that, like, oh, were you keeping my chair warm? Because that's what Spirit showed me. They just showed me, like, Cusco being like, up, get out of that chair, right? Like, because it's like, but also, I mean, Cusco's not exactly really, in the movie, Cusco's not exactly really qualified for being in that position, right? He has to go on this long journey. But in the end, he does become qualified to be a ruler because he goes on the fool's journey. Okay, he goes on the fool's journey. He learns to have humility. He learns to know what it's like to actually be put in the position of the peasant, of the downtrodden. Hello, just bringing it. Okay, who's got a new groove? You do. Okay. I know that was cheesy, but come on now. How perfectly that fits, though. Spirit. But he goes on this whole, he goes out there, goes out into the forest with Pacha, learns who's his enemies and who's not, gets the spirit of discernment, come on now, and finds out what it's really like to be out there, to be down in the dirt, to be out there in the dark night, right? Going on this big, long journey to ascend back up to where the throne is at the top of a pyramid, right? This whole journey of going through the jungle, of going through the woods, of going into those places, like going on the fool's journey, right? The light is shining on the fact that this person didn't go through the fool's journey. They didn't take that sacred journey. They didn't go on the hero's journey to be worthy of being in the position that they were given, right? You go on the hero's journey, so at the end of it, you're sitting there. You've gone through this whole entire phase, and now you're ready to bring in a new world for yourself, right? You're ready to evolve beyond the past cycles and actually be worthy of sitting in that position of power, right? Well, guess what? You've been going through it. You've been going through it. You've been going on that fool's journey. You've been taking that long journey through the darkening jungle, right? Oh, Spirit. Y'all, I'm getting the chills. You've been taking that long journey. Meanwhile, this person has not, right? And so there's something here about, oh, look, come on now. This person is, like I said, that sun came out. The light is shining bright on this person. And they can't take the heat. They can't take the heat. Icarus, you flew way too close to the sun with your wax ass wings. With your fake ass wings. But guess who's been going through the journey of earning their wings? Guess who's been going through the journey of glowing up and recalling back in their angelic power? You. You. That is, of course, unless you're Icarus and you're watching this. I'm sorry for you. Okay? But your pride and your hubris. And, okay. Come on now. Learning some lessons here. There is like this kind of mirroring energy here between you and this person. Right? Both of you are ascending these journeys to the pyramid, to the top of the mountains, right? To the peak of the mountain. And you're both doing it in very different ways. You're both choosing to achieve this in very different ways. And this person tried to achieve it by just airlifting themselves right to the top of the mountain and finding out that you needed to do the classes. You know, they airlifted straight to the top of the mountain, but they didn't take a single class. They didn't slowly ascend up to the top of the mountain so that they're young. So, you know, they didn't go and take the classes. You were signing up for the classes. You were walking up there with the instructors. You were learning about, you know, you got all the stuff that you needed along the way to learn how to camp, to learn how to make it up there, to learn how to deal with the lack of oxygen, with the thinning air, with all of, you know, you took the time to slowly ascend so that you could be acclimated to what it's like up there, right? And this person just jumped in a little helicopter, went straight up to the top, and they took a selfie for Instagram at the top of the mountain. But then they had to stay up there at the top of the mountain, right? And they didn't do any of the work to understand what it was going to be like being up there at the top of the mountain. But you did. But now this person is feeling this amazing amount of pressure, being in a position that they are not qualified to be in. Stop licking the floor, please. This person did not go on the emotional journey that they needed to go on to be able to effectively handle the emotional and spiritual and physical demands of what comes out of the position, right? This person is, like I said earlier, they have this very childish, very underdeveloped energy, like emotional energy about it, right? They got up there to the top of the mountain. They're like, how's it down there in Loserville? Ha, 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 ha. Ooh, it's kind of, ooh, the air's kind of thin up here. Ooh, it's kind of cold up here. I didn't bring anything. What do you mean I actually have to stay up here at the top of the mountain? Like, yeah, you don't just get to take a picture and then go back down. Like, you got to actually stay up here and survive up here. I didn't take any survival classes. I don't know how to build a fire. I didn't come with any tents. I didn't come prepared with any kind of tools of how to handle the situation. I did not come emotionally, physically, spiritually capable of actually staying up here and sustaining this. Then why did you want to come up here? Well, because I wanted to take that picture for Instagram and I wanted to look cool at the top of the fucking Mount Everest. Duh. And it's like, you actually have to hold this position up here. You actually have to stay up here. We're camping up here. No. It's like, yes. Yes, we are. The helicopter has already left us up here. They're gone. And now they're up there struggling. Struggling. Looking down at you. And I'm seeing that the people that are up there with them are like looking at them like, you're supposed to be our leader. You're supposed to know how to handle all this. You're supposed to know how to do this. People that are underneath the position that they are feel more qualified than they do to have the position. They're like, you're my boss, or you're in a position above me. How am I the one having to tell you how to do your job? Like, you don't even deserve this position. You don't even deserve to be here. You know, and everybody's just looking at this person like, did you lie on your resume, on your qualifications about, I thought that your resume said that you were an experienced mountain climber. Well, yeah, but I mean, like, who actually accomplishes the things that they put on their resume? And it's like, did you not realize how dangerous a position, or like, how much responsibility was going to come in the position of climbing up to the top of this mountain and being the boss of hosting our base camp? Like, did you not understand what that was going to be like? No, I didn't even read the description of the job application. Like, I just applied for it, and I called in my daddy, or I called in a person that I know in the company, and they gave me this position. And it's like, what? And that's what it kind of feels like. Meanwhile, you are hiking up the mountain. You are getting the experiences. You are powwowing with the locals, right? You are making your way slowly up this journey, gathering more and more people around you slowly, because as you're like going on this whole journey through the jungle, through the mountain, earning your way, learning how to survive, you're camping out up the mountain with like locals who are teaching you how to use certain herbs and plants to get, it's like, oh, well, if you chew on this, it helps with the altitude sickness and all this stuff. And you're like, oh my God, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. And the whole time they're looking at you like, loser, look at you in your little stupid little camp and your stupid little tent doing your stupid little work. Like, you're such a loser. Like, you could have just rode up here like I did. And you're just like, I'm good. I'm going to earn my way up there. I'm going to learn how, because I understand that there is reverence that deserves to be given to this position. I understand that I have to earn my way into it, so that when I'm there, I'll have the abilities, the experiences. I've gone on this whole little journey learning how my people, going back to the whole Emperor's New Groove, learning how my people live, learning how, learning all the little tricks and trades of what you do, learning how to tie the right knots and learning how to get the right equipment and learning how to, slowly acclimate my body to being able to live up there with like less oxygen and, I'm getting my body is like capable and strong, and I'm slowly hiking up that mountain, putting in the work, right? And this person is just like, yeah, you know that kind of saying where people say like you're like bleed, like, oh, this operation is going down because it's bleeding money. You know, like we're just like having to throw, like you can't throw money at fixing every single thing, right? And I think there is some kind of, right, this person being concerned about an inheritance, concerned about their financial health right now, right? Because this person was like, I thought that I could just buy my way, like really cheaply, quickly buy my way into having a position that, and it wasn't about, and that's the point. This person didn't even care about the position. They didn't care about what it meant to be that person. They didn't care about the responsibilities and holding space for people and understanding what it felt like, right? Like how Cusco was just up there in, like in his position, being the ruler over all these people, being like, oh, I'm just going to demolish your whole existence so that I can have a pool for my birthday. Ha 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 ha, and it's like, where will we live? Like also, side note, what kind of crazy ruler is like, because at one point Pacha is like, we grow the food that feeds everybody in the castle. How are you going to take your fertile lands that are growing all the food that keeps your civilization alive and going to demolish it, displace all of those people, tear down everything, and build like a summer home there for yourself? How are you and your people going to eat? But that's the whole point, right? Like he had no idea. He had no idea what it was like to be down there, to be amongst the people. He had no idea what it really meant to be a ruler. He had just been given everything. And that's what I'm kind of getting from this person, is that this person just expected things to just come to them, to be given to them. And mostly, this person just wanted to be like, I'm better than you. Look at me. What did you say you wanted? Oh, I just want to climb to the top of this mountain and I want to be the host to the base camp. Oh, well. Daddy, I need money. I don't know. And I'm not saying that's what this person did, but that's the kind of vibe that I'm getting. This person is just like, I want to be, you know what? I have this dream. I want to be the ruler of the base camp at the top of the mountain. Okay, if that's what my little baby girl wants, then that's what she'll have. Yeah. And then she just went whatever, right? This is the scenario I'm just getting, right? They went and they got in that little helicopter and they got held to the top and it's like, this is your new boss. Okay, I'll see you later. It's like, yeah. Okay, so all of you just like it's like, well, you're the boss. You have to tell us what to do. You're the one hosting everything. You're the one organizing everything. You're the one telling everybody this is where you go here, you go there. I don't know how to do all that. I'm sorry, what? You came up here to take the position of being host of the base camp, and you're telling me that not only are you completely unqualified to have, you don't have any of the skills, any of the knowledge, anything that you need to hold this position, but you don't actually even want it? This is a sacred position. Like, this is important. This is how everybody here on top of this mountain stays alive. Oh, what? Word? Like, really? It's like, yeah, there's more to this position than just having the power of being people's bosses. Like, you actually have to run the show. Oh. Oh. And now they're showing me an episode of the Golden Girls where they're having like a bowling tournament, and there's all of this like stuff that happens, right? And in the end, like they just want to be in the bowling tournament, and Rose just wants to win, right? Rose just wants to win, and eventually Rose and Sophia end up on a team, and then Dorothy and Blanche end up on a team. And there's this time where Dorothy is like, we actually have to get up. We have to go practice. We have to go do all of this. And she's like, I don't really want to do all of this. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't want to go practice. It's like, we're in this competition. She's like, all I ever wanted to do was look cute in my bowling outfit. And it's like, so you didn't actually even care about winning? You didn't care about the competition? You didn't care about anything? All you wanted to do was just look cute sitting there in the position? And that's what I'm getting from this person, right? Like, this person has a very, they don't, there is no respect for the position. There is no respect for what it means to be this person, for this person. They just wanted to be able to look back and go, ha, I got what you wanted. I got what you wanted. And that's true. Ace of Swords. And now people are seeing the truth about who this person really is. They're seeing the truth. Four of Cups. That this person ain't got it. This person just wanted to be accepted. They just wanted to be seen as powerful. They just wanted to be in some kind of position. But this person is now receiving rejection. Because, like I said earlier, people are just like, hey, you don't, like, this is fake. Like, your advice is stupid. It doesn't work. Like, this product doesn't work. Like, you can't handle this. Like, you can't do this. This is false. This is fake. You didn't actually create this. Or you didn't. Oh, buddy. 5 of Wands. I'm telling you. People are coming for this person. They are coming for this person. And the craziest thing is that because you're the main character in this person's story, not them, of course, they're mad at you about it. They're mad at you about it because they don't know how to take accountability and place it where it deserves to be. Oh, baby, you wanted to wear the crown. You should have done some neck exercises because heavy is the head. Okay. Hello. What did I say? I said this person is like the bleeding, like it's there. 10 of Swords. And look, there's the sun still shining bright in the background. And like I said, when the spotlight shines on you, it shines on all aspects of you. This person just wanted to win. They just wanted to look cute. They just wanted to, yeah. That's so sad, actually. That it's so sad and pathetic. Sorry, I'm not laughing at this person. I'm just kind of like, what did you think was going to happen? What did you think was going to happen? Did you think you weren't actually going to have to show up and do any work? Did you think that you weren't actually going to have to? You thought you were just going to be able to stand there and just do whatever? Odd. Like, it's almost like this person didn't even understand. They didn't even understand, right? Like, you had a purpose. You had a reason. You were given a purpose to have this position or to have this title. Whatever it is that you're working towards, And again, it's kind of that energy of this person just likes the thought of being called an empress, just likes the thought of being called an emperor, just likes the thought of being called a high priestess or a hierophant. Like, that sounds so prestigious, and it comes with all this like praise and adoration, and like it's this status symbol. But it's so much more than that, right? It is a position that's given to people that have earned it. It is a position that is given to people who have put in that work on themselves. It's not easy developing all the character aspects of all the kings and queens to become that emperor or become that empress. To then balance out your own emperor and empress to elevate even higher to a high priestess or a high priest or a hierophant energy. And it's like this person just wanted to be like, yes, yes, hierophant, I'm the hierophant, yes, yes, yes. It's like, what? You didn't realize that you were going to have to take vows of celibacy. You didn't realize that you were going to have to actually show up and care and take care of your church and show up and care about all of these things. That this position came with all of this, not just power, but it also comes with responsibility, because with great power comes great responsibility. You better come through, Uncle Ben. You didn't realize that? You didn't realize that the hero always has to make all these great sacrifices to maintain, that it's never really like, oh, I love being this knight. No. Just like all these people that are out here like, oh, I'm a twin flame. I'm a twin flame. Do you know how much work comes with that shit? Do you know how much just shit comes with it? Like, you just want all these fancy titles. Like, you just want to be labeled as something that is seen in a particular status. You know, like all of these titles, all these spiritual titles are just being used as status symbols now. And it's like, they are so much more than that. You can't just call yourself an emperor or empress or high priest or high priestess and then just carry yourself in any type of way. I mean, you can call yourself whatever you want to. That doesn't make it so. And that's basically like what this person was just like, oh, I want to be an empress. This person thinks they're going to become an empress. I'm going to become an empress. And I'm going to be an empress tomorrow. And everybody's going to see me as an empress. And everybody's going to put me up on a pedestal. You know, but there's a difference between like maintaining that. Right? And maybe Spirit was like, oh, word, you want to be an empress? And this person's like, yeah, I do want to be an empress. Yeah, I do want to be on the twin flame journey. Yeah, I do want all these things. All this romanticized version of all of these things. Spirit's like, oh, word? Okay. Oh, you didn't know that you have to go through several dark nights. That you have to go through tower moments. That you have to go through karma coming back towards you, that you have to go through fighting your shadow, that you have to go through healing all your childhood trauma and all of your wounds. You didn't know that you actually had to put in the work, did you? You said you wanted to be an empress. Well, here you are, baby. You're strapped onto the ride and you're going for it. And this person was like, well, this whole like taking accountability, taking responsibility, having to heal my wounds, having to like make good on like the things that I've done in the past, and having to go down this whole healing journey of like, you know, examining my childhood wounds and doing all this thing. Can we just like skip that? And Spirit's like, no, baby, you wanted to be it. Now you got it. That's what you have to do. It's not just the fun, frilly, like, oh, I'm so beautiful and I'm an empress. It's not just that. It's not just that. It's not just the beautiful aesthetics. It's not just the surface level. Being as empress is something that is spirit deep. And this person is realizing like, oh my God, I'm actually going to have to do the work to do this, to be this, to show up this way. This shit's kind of hard. And that's why this person is in despair. The truth. The truth has come about. Yeah, I'm hearing that, what's it called? Seven Rings by Ariana Grande. I want it. I got it. I want it. I got it. That's how this person has lived their whole life. They've just been like, oh, I want that. Give that to me. I want that title. I want that position. I want that. Well, there are other people that are more qualified. Shut up. Who cares? I want it. I deserve it because I'm me. Duh. Come on now. You know, and this person has lived a life of pushing around, pushing through other people, living their life on easy mode, which is crazy because I'm getting this whole vibe of this person being like, again, like this person is projecting all of this energy. Now that this person is having to, yeah, I'm hearing it comes so easily to you. Like how does handling all of these emotions, how does handling all of these tower moments, like how does it come so easily to you? Like how do you just transmute stuff? How do you just do all this? Because I am here literally like pulling out my hair, back bent over, struggling to even take a step, and you're like running with weights on your back. Oh, because turns out doing the work, going up the mountain the old-fashioned way, going through your dark nights, going through your tower moments, struggling through that. When you were going through your struggles, when you were going through your tower moments, when you were doing that, this person was like, sitting there with popcorn, sitting there laughing at you like, with their feet propped up like, silly, silly peasant, silly peasant. And now, suddenly here you are, rising up in the ranks. Suddenly, the court is hearing rumors of how the queen that's in charge doesn't deserve her position. How the poor people are, so like, I'm feeling very House of the Dragon right now, right? It's like the unworthy queen. The very, like, not everybody, just because you're born into a powerful family, deserves to have a position of power. Like, it's that kind of energy. Like, just because you're born into a royal family does not mean that you're actually going to be a good king. Just because you want to put Aegon on the king to make him a king does not mean he is going to be a worthy king. He wasn't. Why weren't you teaching him how to? I don't understand. Otto, you're not as smart as you think you are. Sorry, like, if you've watched it, you know what I'm talking about. You're just like, so you spent all this time scheming and plotting to put this man on the throne to not even teach him how to be a good king? Like, make it make sense. Because it wasn't about him, it was about you. Oh my God. Anyway, the sun. Here you are, shining in the sun. The sun has come out. And it is shining a light everywhere. And here you are, cool, shine a light on me. I'm good. I've done the work. I'm doing the work. I'm embracing myself. I'm embracing my shadow energy. I'm embracing all of these things about myself. I'm doing the work. And when the light shines brightly on me, I'm good with it. Right? Before, that person was there trying to call themselves your equal. Then they tried to call themselves your master. You both standing there in front of your mountains, but yet, who's the one that ends up there? Suddenly now you're solo, standing there, the only one on top of the mountain, ready with the mountains in the background. Come on now. This person is standing in judgment. I can't remember if that was this one or the one that ended up like closing out and deleting itself. The reading before that the judgment card came out. Yeah, this person had all these expectations. They had these expectations that you would remain in poverty, that you would remain broken, and, that while you were down in the dirt, that you just stay there. Spirit showing me like this person is like a little kid who's like pushed you down into the dirt and was like, that's why, I ruined your new dress. Ha 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 ha. And you're just like, I'm going to get up. With that occupation card, with that person like sewing, like, you know what? I'm going to teach myself. It's like, oh my God, I need a new dress now. Well, this might be a great opportunity to learn how to sew. Right? Because on the occupation card, the person sitting there sewing, right? The garment. So this person pushed you down into the dirt, thought that it would just keep you down and it would keep you dirty and nasty and, look at that person covered in dirt. Ha 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 ha. They're covered in mud. What a little loser. Meanwhile, you're working in the background, learning how to work the machine, learning how to do this, learning how to weave the thread and, and the bob and all of that stuff. You're learning how to make it, right? You're learning how to get it out the mud. Literally. Like, okay, this person pushed me down, but you know what? I'm going to transmute this bullying or this kind of experience into power, into empowerment for myself. So the whole time that person's just sitting there, ha 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 ha, eating their popcorn. People are starting to whisper about how all they do is just sit there and eat popcorn and laugh at somebody. How they're not making any improvements in their life. How they're not doing anything. how they're, they're too worried about watching you and what you're doing, too concerned about being up your ass and making you the main character. And now everybody in their life is kind of just like, hey, are you doing anything? Are you growing? Are you learning? Are you taking care of the kingdom? This person's like, what? Uh, no. Should I be? Well, there's more than just sitting in the chair, right? There's more to it than just sitting up there in the chair in the position of power. Wow. Look at you, magician. Learning to transmute all these experiences, all these tower moments, all this everything that you're going through, and like I said, learning how to get it out the mud. This person pushed you down in the mud, and you said, you know what? I picked myself up out of the mud. I walked home. I cried a little bit, but then I looked at myself in the mirror and said, well, I got to have a new dress. Well, this can't be the end of my road. I got to keep going. There has tomorrow is going to come. So I'm going to have to get up and I'm going to have to figure out how to do what I need to do. But it's like this person didn't realize, like, all they wanted to do was sit on the throne. Like, okay, what about the day after? This whole, and they lived happily ever after. How? What's the plan? What are you doing? How is this happily ever after unfolding? Is there some kind of plan as to how this is supposed to work? And this person's just like, plan? What do you mean? It's like, what's the end game here? What's the long game here? I'm glad that you're sitting up there, because there's a line of people from here all the way down waiting to come to you, to talk to you about, spending hours talking to people, spending hours doing the talking to meaningless peasant hour, that kind of energy. And it's just like, well, it's your responsibility. And now the community is sitting there being like, well, it's your responsibility to do all these things. You were so worried about winning over this other person that you didn't actually think about how you were actually going to have to run the country, how you were actually going to run the kingdom. What are your policies? What are you doing? How are you, like, there's all this death and destruction. There's poverty, like there's issues. Somebody poisoned the well. Like, what are we going to do? And this person's just like, I just wanted to sit here and look pretty with a crown on my head. Adjudication just came out and fell out on the floor. This person is like, I don't want to be judged. Like, poverty. Again, like I said, I don't know if it was this one or if it was the other one again. But again, this person was so busy comparing themselves to you, making you the main character of their story. And comparison is the death of happiness. They focus all their energy onto you, or onto destructing you, or onto like tearing down what you were trying to accomplish, that they weren't at all working on themselves or their life or their personal development. Now people are looking at them like, what have you done with your life? You're so busy. What, are you still talking about that person? Like, what else have you done? What else do you have to talk about? What else are you doing with your life? Yeah. And this person is, oh, come on now. Come on now. This person is so concerned about you, but they don't need to be concerned about you because you're on the pathway to this wealthy man energy here, great fortune. Oof. You could be getting some kind of communication from this person because the tip of my nose just started itching so bad. Yeah, I just heard somebody say, "Hey, bitch." What the fuck? Sudden wealth. You've put in the work and development on yourself. You've learned your karmic lessons, or you're actually putting in the work to learn your karmic lessons. You've learned how to recover from tower moments. You've put in the work. You know how to pick yourself up and get it up out of the mud, right? This person is about to have somebody come along and push them down into the mud. And this person is just going to sit there and cry. They're just going to sit there, or maybe perhaps that's happened now, or it's all falling apart. This person is, again, like I said, right? This person is collapsing down under the pressure of the situation that they have put themselves in. Again, like I said, this person wanted to compare themselves to you. They wanted to stab you in the back, keep you 10 swords down. This person could have betrayed you. I mean, I got that a lot earlier, right? But what this person did is teach you how to transmute. It's teach you how to let go. And now here you are sitting in the sun. It's giving me a big, like, this person's karma is coming back on them. Like the position that they put you in, now they're going to be put in. And they're not going to have any idea how to handle it. Or if they are already in that position, they have no idea how to handle this. They have no idea. It's like, how did you? You made all this look so easy. You made going through these tower moments. You made going through you made going through a dark night look easy. I'm sure that it wasn't easy. Coffin. All this, whatever this position is, whatever this person has built, it's all falling apart. It's all crumbling down. And it's crumbling down on top of this person. Hopeless for you. That's I Love You Too Much by Lucky Days. I can't afford these options. That's just my ego talking. You made my heart beat for you. I put too much in your hands. Yeah. And now it's all just regret in the end. Yeah. Like, what is going on? I love you too much. Yeah, like this, it's turned into some kind of weird love-hate, like love to hate you sort of type thing where this person has like, I don't know if it was love that turned into hate between you and this person. If this person like had like really strong, passionate energy for you, but then I keep hearing that hopeless for you. Yeah. I'm hopeless for you. Yes. Ugh. Sorry, my voice doesn't sound too good today. But anyway, it's just kind of this energy of what? Like, how can you... This person is emotionally very complicated. Again, it gives me that childish energy. It's like that on the playground, that bully that has a crush on you, that bully, that person is bullying you because they have a crush on you kind of energy. It's like, what did you think was going to happen here? I think somewhere along the way, their emotions for you got really entangled, and their ego got really entangled, and it's kind of was almost like, well, if you don't want me, or if you won't choose me, or if you won't come towards me, or if I can't have you, then I'm going to punish you for not choosing me. That I'm going to take away, your friends or your family, or I'm going to take away your support system, or I'm going to, call your job and make you lose your job. It's that kind of like weirdo ass like energy where it's like, I loved you, but now that you don't want me, or now that you don't choose me, now I'm focused on you in a way of tearing you down. This person has an obsession. Yeah, and again, I keep hearing that so much regret in the end. Yeah, this person is going to look back and regret, okay? At the end of this journey, that popped out over the sun card, at the end of this journey, when you're standing in the light and they're standing in despair, it's really gonna mess with this person. It's really gonna mess with this person when they have their fall from grace, and you ascend. And it's that kind of position of those who came against you. It's the whole like God is preparing a table for you sort of type energy where you know a spotlight is going to be put on you, and your enemies, or the people that tried to tear you down, the people that tried to go up against you, are going to see you rise, are going to see you in a position while they are down in the dirt. That kind of it's all that kind of like karmic energy that gets talked about, where it's the whole, the first will become last and the last will become first kind of rhetoric, right? This person very quickly ascended to this position of power, and they mostly did it to be like, ha, in your face. Like, yeah. And now this person is like, ugh, standing there with egg on their face. Marriage on the floor. Yeah. And this person could be learning like, hey, if you had done the work, if you hadn't made such an enemy out of this person, maybe y'all could have worked together, or could have had some kind of place, or maybe if they hadn't betrayed you, they would have had a place at your table, right? But this person did the most and decided to betray you, and not just, but like actively work against you, like actively work to create like situations that would get you hung up, that would get you in trouble, or it's like they did the most. They were super petty with it, and they did the most, and then on top of that, at the very end, just to rub salt in the wound, you're doing this whole journey, maybe your back's turning, you're like, whatever, and they're tossing stuff at you, they're throwing stuff your way, they're lying on you, they're doing all this stuff, and you're like, whatever, I'm focused on my journey. And this person's like, you gotta turn your back on me? You know how you're not gonna turn your back on me? That place that you're going to, I'm gonna beat you to that place, so that when you turn around, you don't see me behind you anymore, but then when you turn back forward, you see me sitting in the position that you're striving to go towards. Ha, in your face. But again, this person, they ain't got it. They ain't got it to hold that position. They ain't got it to. This person didn't get the message. They didn't really receive, they didn't understand the lesson. They didn't get the lesson in this whole thing, and they still haven't. Excuse me. Do you need to go outside? You sound like you need to go. I don't know. I don't know if my device picked that up, but like, yeah, this person's in the shit, all right. This person's in the shit, all right. Hold on. Wow. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Anyway, um, yeah. So this person's thieving ways, okay, courthouse. I'm telling you, For some of y'all, this person, like that jail card came out earlier, the judgment card, the courthouse card, this person could actually, I don't know if this person forged some type of papers, if they forged somebody's signature, if they did some kind of, they had some kind of fraudulent claims. I don't know if they had some kind of like, oh, well, take this product and it'll do this and it'll do that. And now they have people suing them because the product is fake, or, maybe, they lied on, like I talked about earlier about, it's like, well, everybody lies on applications, so maybe this person lied to get, and something has happened, right? There have been consequences to this person's actions. There are consequences showing up now, and it's not just affecting them. It's affecting a larger community. It's affecting a community of people here, and everybody's just kind of like, you're the leader. You're the one that's taking all the blame for this. That's taking the blame for what this situation that you created here. And this person is looking at you, and they are putting a lot of anger on you for the position that they have found themselves in, that they created for themselves. Distant horizon. This person might be wanting to try to like run away. This person might be running away into fantasies, or they could be trying to travel and like dip. Oh my God. Distant horizons also. Again, I said that you might get some kind of communication from this person. For some of you, you might get like that phone call, like you're receiving a collect call from so-and-so from federal penitentiary. Y'all might get that phone call. Y'all might receive a letter, or y'all might get some kind of court summons or something like that to testify in something. But you, with this message of concern from, like, this person could be reaching out to you from jail or from some kind of situation. You could be hearing about the situation this person is in. Okay? Because with this distant horizon it also can be I could also say maybe the internet, like from a distance. So this person might DM you, or they might send you some kind of email or some kind of something. Okay? Some kind of instant message or direct message or whatever from this person. You could receive some kind of phone call from them. But anyway, what regardless of the situation, this person, which is wild. It is wild for this person to do all of this shit and then reach out to you for you to bail them out. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. This person is so fucking disrespectful. It's crazy. Unexpected income. Look at that. This person could be reaching out to you, wanting you to bail them out of the situation they put them in, and they put themselves into this position to one up you, to do you dirty, to cause you pain and cause you harm. Now they're reaching out to you, being like, please get me out of this situation. Please bail me out of this situation. That's crazy. That's wild. This person's got some balls on them, I'll tell you. Even if they ain't got them. Okay? Yeah, look. Okay, or when you're put into this position of being this elevated status, okay? It is giving me very kind of Games of Thrones, like, this was the usurper that came in, and when you come in and take your position, they're thrown down in front of you and they're begging, please, I beg you, spare me. Please, I beg you, spare me. Send me to SS, send me away, or throw me in jail, or please, I beg you. But this would be more like this person doing all of this and then being like, please, I beg you, just, I was always a great counselor to you. Just let me be on your council. Just give me a council position. Like, what? Are you crazy? Poverty. I'm telling you, when this person is cast down, when they are in the position of being pushed down into the mud, somebody else is going to push them down into the mud, and you're going to be standing there, and they're going to crawl over to you, and they're going to be like, please, help me out of the mud. Why should I do that? They're going to have these expectations from you. when you become this privileged person, when you become the person that's actually above them, they expect you to be a better person than they were. You know, you're so much of a better person than me. You won't kick me when I'm down like I kicked you while you were down. I know that you're such a good person that you'll like go out of your way to help me. I don't know. Like I said, for some of you, the audacity of this person. For some of you, this person is literally like in jail or they're in trouble now. It could be actual, like whether or not it's spiritual jail or whether or not it actually is like physical prison or something like that. And they're going to have the audacity to reach out to you and be like, could you speak to the judge and ask them to give me a lesser sentence or something like, it's like, what? You're going to jail because you stole from me. And now you're calling me as a character witness to speak in defense of you? Are you mad? Are you absolutely bonkers? Are you mad? Like, what? But this person is just like, you're a good person. And this person thinks like they're going to be put in a position to ask for mercy from you in some type of way. Or like I said, if this person is in like spiritual jail or something like that, and this person is just getting whipped by karma, they could think coming towards you and making good with you, becoming friends with you again, apologizing to you will end this rolling karma that they have coming in for them. Which it won't. Which it won't, because you're not the one in control of that coming in. I mean, apologizing might be a start, but for some of you, like, it might even just be like, how dare you even show your face to me? Like, how dare you even reach out towards me? Like, why would you ever even think I even wanted to hear from you? Right? It just depends on what exactly was the audacity of how crazy this person acted. And they acted crazy. But they might not think. It's almost like this person takes your kindness for weakness. It's like, well, I'll reach out to them. They'll save me. It's like the person that, what? It's kind of a lesson like, be careful of the people that you shit on, because those are on your way up to the top, because those are going to be the same people that you're asking for help as you slide back down. Right? It's kind of that, like that saying, and you are one of the main people that this person climbed over. And they didn't just climb over you. They climbed over you. And then they like took their hand and like shoved your face into the dirt, and then like used your body while you're down in the dirt as like, to boost themselves up. You were their footstool that they stood on top of while your face was down in the dirt, down in the mud, and they left you behind. And now here they are coming back being like, you'll help me, right? And you're like, what? That's wild. That's crazy. House. This could have to do with the house. You could know this person. You could have lived with this person at some point. This person could come towards you and be like, please, I don't have anywhere to stay. There's something there about that. This person could have done something to try to make you lose your home. Make you lose your home or lose your position. They could have done something that could have put you at risk of becoming homeless or something like that. Maybe perhaps this person did something that left you homeless. And now you've worked your way up. You've gotten that job. You've pinched. You saved. You have a little apartment. It might not be much, but it's what you got. Or maybe, you're gonna be put in this privileged position where you're actually going to have a decent amount of money and have a home or have this thing. And here's gonna come this person, please, please, sir. Like, what? Begging ass. That's crazy. But sorry, I didn't finish that statement that I was saying. They could have almost made you be homeless or made you lose a home, and they could have fought you over a home or something like that. But now this person is in that position. Now they're homeless. Now they don't have a place to stay. And here they are coming back to you. Can I stay with you? That's wild. That's crazy. That I find this laughable, actually. Like, that's how absurd it is. Like, you're just kind of like, the tea. The tea on you coming back to me to have a home to stay in when you literally tried to take my home away from me. Please, you're a better person than I am. Please give me a place. Do me better than I did you. Like, I noticed, that a long time ago I pushed you down into the mud and it ruined your dress, and then you had to go and teach yourself how to sew, and just slowly over the years you built up building making dresses for yourself, and then slowly started making dresses for your family, and then you slowly started becoming a seamstress for important people, and suddenly now your whole it turned into a whole business, and you have this whole booming business, and I just, it's kind of because I pushed you down in the mud. So I'm down in the mud now. I would really like it if you would give me a free dress. It's like, yeah, for some of you, I'm hearing you had to survive this person. Like, to be in the position that you will be in when this person comes back towards you, if that's in the position that you are now or a position that you were ascending into, you felt like you had to survive this person to make it to where you are now. And now this person is like, my survival depends on you. And it's like, does it? Because it seems like I had to learn the lesson that my survival depended on me. And it seems like after all of this that you did all this fighting and squabbling and all of this just to end up where I was all those years ago, or where, just to end up in the position that you put me in. And you still haven't learned the lesson. You still haven't learned the lesson of showing up for yourself, learning you putting in the work on yourself to learn the lesson. You're still expecting me to bail you out after all of this. Period. Like, that's literally it. This person, you're like, I tell you what, please remember this video and come back and share the tea with me, or email me. Look for my newest email. If I have a different email, look for my newest email and email me the tea of being like, girl, you'll never guess what this person did. You'll never guess. You were right. They tried to do all of this, and then they had the audacity to come back to me and be like, now that you're this official person that's doing really well and has all this money, or, you've transmuted all of the darkness that I put you in and all of your darkness and all that, and now you're the ruler of the base camp, and I don't have a place to stay. I don't have a place. I don't have a position to be in. Won't you just take a poor sinner's hand and lift me up too? I'm telling you, this person's going to be down bad. Down bad. If they're not down bad already, they are. Or they're going to be. So it could even, like I said before, some kind of, either way, with this courthouse, that's karma coming back on this person. And it's because this person hasn't learned the lesson. That's what the karma is. The karma is not punishment. It's a position it's an experience to teach you this lesson, to teach this person this lesson. After all of this, you still don't get the lesson. That's crazy. After all this, you're still the fool sitting there not getting the lesson. That's wild. And I feel like that's how you're going to feel. You're going to be like, did you learn nothing about everything that we went through? You learned nothing. I learned so much from all the shit that you put me through. But you still have the audacity to stand here before me and ask for help ask me to help you out. Why would I even trust you? Why would I even trust that if I put out my hand, you're not just going to pull me down into the mud with you? You better watch out. Because for some of y'all, that's exactly what this for some of y'all, this vendetta ain't over. With this person, it'll never be over. Ho, it's on. That's what I look. False person. And I literally just heard, ho, it's on site for life. It is still on for this person. This person is still playing the game. They are still playing the game. And in the Game of Thrones, you either win or you die. Or your story comes to an end. Imprisonment. I wouldn't trust this person as much as I could stand to see him. Which is, I can't stand to see this. It just, bro, what? That's crazy. Some people do be like that, though. Some people, it do be like that for some people. They just don't get it. And they think you're dumb. They think you're dumb. They think you're stupid. Still now. Still when you're winning and they're down in the dirt, they're still going to think you're stupid. They're going to be like, this person, this person is weak and this person will forgive me. This person will let me take advantage of them again. This person will let me come back and be with them after everything that I did. They don't have to know. They don't have to know all the shit that I did. They don't have to know about I was the one spreading all those rumors about them. They don't have to know I was the one that called their job and got them fired from it. They don't have to know all that. That's kind of the vibe this person has. They're just like, you don't have to know all that. You don't have to know that I was the one, that I was your enemy, your secret enemy the whole time. You're not my enemy. You're your own enemy. And that's the lesson this person still doesn't get. You're not the enemy. You're not the end all be all. The only person that's going to save them is themselves. And that's the lesson. That's the lesson this person taught you. You got the lesson. But still, after all of this, all these years, all these lifetimes journey, this person still hasn't. They're still sitting there in despair. They're still sitting there on the curb. Still haven't got on the train. Still haven't understood what's going on. After all of this, they're still just standing there looking at the train. Maybe one day I'll get onto it and I'll learn. Maybe one day I'll take this journey. Or maybe I'll go over here and see these people over here and trick them into carrying my luggage or doing it for me. This person is still there on the fence. Still being like, if I can cheat my way into something or cheat my way out of something or lie my way out of taking accountability, I'll do that. I'll do that. Like if that's what needs to happen, that's what I'll do. Mm-hmm. And the only concern that this person has, there is no legitimate concern from you. The only concern this person has is about themselves. At the end of the day, that's all this person cares about is themselves. And not in a deep, genuine way where they would catch the lesson that if I stop with the bullshit, if I stop with the lies, if I take accountability, if I go get some fucking therapy and I heal my wounds, I can actually take back control of my life in a real way, not the fake way that I pretend to wear this mask, that I have this ultimate control over myself, that I'm this manipulative person that has power over other people. Lying to other people doesn't give you power. No, it doesn't give you real power. It gives you temporary gratification because the truth always comes out. The bill always comes due. It always comes around that you were lying. But like I said, this person is so lustful for the instant gratification of now. Right now is what matters. It doesn't matter if I'm going to have to take accountability for what I just said 5 minutes from now. I want to be right now. This person could be a compulsive liar. This person's, yeah. Whew. I'm telling you, you at some point are going to feel very fortunate for this opportunity to learn this lesson. At some point, you're going to be like, I get the lesson. I get the lesson in why I had to deal with this person. I get the lesson in why I had to learn how to get it out of the mud. I had to learn how to invest in something long term. I had to learn how to have the discipline over myself over time, to master myself, to have self mastery, to have a deeper understanding of what's really going on here. How does the game really actually work? Not this manipulative, weird game, you know, of somehow I'll just be able to phone it in. No, you won't. You won't be able to phone it in. You won't be able to give the responsibility to somebody else. At some point, it's always going to come back on you. And you're going to have to take accountability for your choices, for your lessons. Like, you're going to have to take accountability for that. And this person is just like, I'll do anything not to have to do that. And still, after all of this, after all these towers crashing down on this person, they are still like, they're still, look, sudden wealth, they're still trying to make a quick buck. They're still trying to flip it to make themselves look like the winner. That's why they're coming over to your side when you're winning. You know, they were doing everything in their power to stop you from winning. And now that they realize, oh, I can't beat them, might as well join them. I'll come around to your side. You know, I'm fighting you in the shadow. I'm trying to tear you down. I'm, you know, trying everything in my power to keep you from where you want to be, who you want to be, developing your true self. And then when you persevere through all of that, when you show that you're too strong, too brave, too whatever, you know, too learned, too all of these things, and now you're in this position of power, I'm going to come fake humble myself in front of you and say, oh, you're so wonderful, you're so amazing. Lift me up and let me stand beside you. You think I'm fake like you? You think I didn't develop my powers of discernment? You think I didn't know it was you? You think I didn't know it was you? Don't play me. Because you can't. Exactly. Because I'm really that. And you're still just standing on the sidelines. Wow. That's wild. This person, that's wild. This person's got some audacity. I tell you that. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Mm. 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 That's as much time and energy I'm going to give this person today. They've gotten far enough. Um, Spirit just wanted to tell you about this. They wanted to still confirm to you before this person showed up to you that they still ain't shit. that they still gonna lie, that they still gonna weasel their way. And I think a lot of you are gonna know this. You're gonna let this person, like the Queen of Swords, you're gonna let this person show themselves and deliver their truth, knowing the true truth, you know, knowing the actual objective truth the whole time. I'm just gonna be like, oh, okay. So you're just going to play in my face. You're just going to play in my face like you weren't the one trying to tear me down this whole time. You're going to play in my face like, wow. So that's really what you think of me. Wow. You really have no respect for myself or for yourself either. Wow. So that's really what this is. So if you ever had any doubts about this person and who they truly are, this person is going to show themselves. They're going to show themselves, and all you have to do is just stay silent and sit there and just let them talk themselves into showing themselves. Like, they're going to show themselves. They're going to reveal their truth. It's going to come about, and you're just going to be like, ah, I'm not the person you think I am. I'm not fake like you. And I think that's what this person doesn't understand, is that you're really that empress. You're really that high priestess. You're really that emperor. You're really that hierophant. Like, you're really that. I don't know if this person lies to themselves and is like, no, everybody's fake. Nobody's actually. No. Stop projecting. We're not all you on the inside. You're you. That's great. That's crazy. You got this. You good. You know what? I see you. You put in that work. You did what you needed to do. You're taking this journey, and just understand, okay, that like not everybody's your friend. I mean, that's the lesson, right? Just take the lessons and walk forward within your strength and in your understanding of yourself and who you truly are and who the people are around you. Be aware. Be aware who you let sit at your table. And that was the longest lesson that you learned from all of this, is be aware who you try to build with. Be aware who you call friend. Be aware who you call lover. Be aware who you call family. Be aware. And I'm not saying this in a way to make you paranoid in any type of sense of the word, but having discernment and knowing who you're going to build with is so important. And Spirit knows that you are building something very significant here, and that they want you to understand that somebody that you were really rooting for, somebody that you were really trying to bring along with you, did not deserve it. And it might have taken you a long time to really see this person's true colors for who they really are. But the flag is flying. You know? The flag is flying. The breeze is high. It's flipping and flopping in the wind, and you're seeing this person for who they truly are, right? And again, this person might be trying to come in under a white flag. You know, let's parlay. Let's talk this out. Let's work this out. If I can just apologize, will you stop all the bullshit that's happening in my life? Well, first off, I'm not doing shit. Again, you are making me the main character instead of realizing that everything that's happening around you is because of your choices, your decisions, the consequences to your actions, not anybody else. Again, like, this person is just going, and if you listen carefully, you will see that this person has not learned their lesson. They are not making progress, that no matter what they say, it will become quite obvious to you by their actions, by their choices, by everything, that it's like, no, you clearly don't deserve a place here beside me. You don't deserve that. You really don't. Okay, I see you. You'll see them too. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. I know this was a long one, but this needed to get out. Like, oof. Thank you guys so very much. I really appreciate you guys as always. Comment down below and let me know. Has this person's audacity showed itself to you? Are you like, girl, you'll never guess. You'll never guess the real details of what this person really is. Wild. Wild. Crazy narcissists are out there, and they be just like living in some fantasy world that is just not reality. It's crazy. So, and I can't diagnose this person. I don't know. I'm just saying. Sometimes you meet those people and it's just like, what world are you living in? That's crazy. Like, wow. Like, is that how you think things work? No, family. Like, no. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. But I'm happy that you learned the lesson, that you put in the work. I see you. You went on the journey. You got on the train. You packed up your bags. You did what you needed to do. You got hit in the face 1,000 times. You know, you picked yourself up out of the dirt, pulled those 10 swords out of your back, and learned how to get up out of the mud, right? How to get it. And still came out on the other side a loving, sweet, understanding, compassionate person. right? Because this person still sees you that way. But they see those things as a weakness instead of a strength, which just again highlights the underdeveloped emotional aspect of this person, right? Wow, crazy. Thank you guys so very. I can just hear it talk about this person all day, bro. Like I'm just like, no, family, you ain't got it. It ain't that. But anyway, again, I keep calling this person family. Like maybe they are. Maybe you saw this person's family. Maybe they are literally family. You know, so close that they could be a sister, or they could be a brother, or something like that. You've known this person for forever, since y'all was little bitty, or you know, you were trying to build a family with this person. You could have been trying to get married to this person, or you could have been trying to have kids with this person. You could have had kids with this person, but then their truth really like showed itself and came out. So it is what it is. I really appreciate you guys so very, very much. Thank you for being here with me today. Thank you to your angels, spirits, guardians, ancestors, masters, and guides for guiding you here to get this information. I hope it gave you the love, light, or clarity that you needed in this situation. And clearly, you've already gotten it. Like, clearly, they have guided you through a lot of ish. And, you know, you're glowing and it's showing. So go do your thing. Okay? And don't let the haters and the liars and these people ain't your enemy. They don't hold a candle to you. So please stop giving this person a position of power that they don't deserve to have. Okay? That's another little message that I got there for you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you to my angels, spirits, guardians, ancestors, masters, and guides for guiding me through delivering this information as well as keeping me safe while they did so. I appreciate you guys. Good luck out there on your journey. Okay? And, I see you guys. And so the spirit, they see you working, they see you learning, they see you growing, and you're going to be okay. I know that it fucking sucked. That it sucked to have this person that you really loved, that you really had some legitimate, like really deep, loving emotions for, betray you and do these things. And I'm sorry that you had to go through that, but it has taught you a very valuable lesson. Please leave the paranoia, leave the sadness, leave the pain behind you. Excuse me, stop the pain behind you so that you can receive the message, right? Let go of all the distractions that fear and pain and tyranny and all of that tries to leave inside of you, and see the pure lessons for what they are, and call back in your power, call back in your discernment. You know, like you are an empowered person who has learned your limits, who has learned to push beyond your limits, has learned how great and how powerful you are. You've learned the truth of seeing people for who they really are, allowing not their words but their actions to speak for them. You've learned a lot of very powerful lessons that will take you forward into the future. And as long as you use them and utilize the tools that Spirit has given you, you're going to be fine. So understand that no, not everybody deserves your love. Not everybody deserves your trust. Not everybody deserves to be put in a position with you. Excuse me, sir. Stop. I keep moving back my device, and then he keeps just like sliding into it. And maybe that's the kind of energy of this person. Like you keep backing up, you keep going somewhere, and this person is still pursuing. It's weird. It's weirdo, obsessive energy. Keep moving on. Don't let this person drag you down or energy vampire off of you or anything like that. Understand that, did this person do that shit? Yeah, but you can drop the pain from what they did and just take the lesson, right? And transmute it into a blessing of knowledge, of understanding, of you might have done that to me, you got to over on me, but nobody else is. But I'm still going to be a loving, compassionate person who is open to new experiences, and I'm just going to take the discernment and the intelligence that I got from this lesson with you and take it on into the future and give all of the blessings of my life that I'm having to people who actually deserve to be there, sharing their that blessing with me and sharing their blessings with me, right? It is what it is. This person is getting the opportunity to learn the lesson, and they're just choosing not to. So that's them. Let that be them, a them problem, and it is what it is. So thank you guys. It's 3:43 done on the real time clock right now, so you guys might want to look that up. All right, 3:43. I really appreciate you guys as always. Thank you for being here with me, and I'll see you lovelies in the next one. Okay, bye. That's crazy.